I'm drowning in denim, linen, crepe, rayon, all the types of fabric that you could imagine, but they are thrift shop items that I see as fabric in my mind. Partially deconstructed, sneak peek colors. I need to get these sorted. Keep watching. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing. Now, last video, and I thank you for all your comments of validation that I am not the only one with unfinished projects. I have more. And to give you an update, since filming that video and when I'm filming now, I have chipped away at 10 of those projects. I think I only have a few left to go. I even tackled the bigger woven projects that I had. So I'm super proud. I am super happy that I got so much done in a few short days, because that means that I can show you all these. So I'm excited about sharing them. I came up with some creative stuff along the way, things that I thought were going to be just a simple type of fix finish. Ended up being a bit more than that, but I'm super proud of the things that came out of those UFOs that I was not expecting. I had two separate pieces of the box in my UFO box, divided by a cardboard thing. You know, I'm very basic in the way I store things. And I've already shown you the things that I had cut out from scratch, like from actual fabric and all that sort of stuff. But on the other side of the box was a pile of clothes. Now, I told you I travel with UFOs and I travel with fabric from country to country, and I've been doing that. When we moved here from Bolivia, in each of the boxes that we brought along, at the bottom, they were like all my stash stuff and like fabric and even my UFOs. Now, I did a lot of thrifting in Bolivia. If you remember, if you've been following from years ago, I did a lot of shopping in street markets where they sold used clothes that came from the States, and I found some really good treasures. I did have a weekly refashions type series back then in Bolivia because I had so much of these that I wanted to sew up before moving here. And actually, I brought some stuff along with me from over there that I still haven't refashioned, that I still thought was valuable to bring along, and other things I've picked up during the summers I've been going back home to Chile that I thought were valuable to bring from over there here. Now, sadly in Brazil, or at least in the area where I live, it's a rural area with small towns, I have not found a single thrift shop. It's really sad that I don't have that resource readily available now, because it really is fun for me to take an item and do stuff to it, and usually the fabrics are really good. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I have. I have two jeans here to show you. And now, why do I pick up jeans when I know I can sew jeans? It's because of the denim. So the two that I have here are non-stretch denim, but the color, the wash of the denim is beautiful. And I could never find denim like this if I wanted to buy it, that is this soft and this color, without going through extensive chlorine baths and things I have no experience with. I don't have the proper setting. I don't have a bath to do that in. Yeah, so I'd rather just not do that. So I found this one. I always get a size larger, so it's nice and loose at the hips and waist. And while I was back home, I already took off the waistband. Now, this waistband was really weird here because there's a waistband on the center front there that you can see. And then it came here, this weird thing with elastic. It's still sort of, gathered right there. It's quite wide, if you can see there, nice and wide. Got a yoke, no patch pockets. This was sort of I don't know, your mum jean. I don't know. It was just a weird looking jean that I would have never worn with all those gathers there to create bulk everywhere. But the fabric is so nice. The legs are super wide. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can deconstruct this partially on the side seams and the inseams, leaving the crotches sewn up and trying that on myself to see where my rise would be. That way I won't have to sew a zipper because there's already a zipper there. And I'm going to try and use the pattern that I've just sewn from my Eddystone jeans. I think they will fit on top of these, or maybe I'll make some adjustments. I'm going to see what I do, but I'm excited about having another pair of Eddystone jeans made with this in a more non-traditional way. And if I have to add on another waistband with another color denim that is in my stash, I don't mind, because no one ever sees my waistband. So I don't really mind having another denim up there, because clearly I don't have a waistband here. Now, the second one I have came from Bolivia, so I've been carrying it around for years. And this is a thinner denim, and I've already taken off the waistband too. Wide leg, I already cut it for capri length. And what I plan to do with this, look, it's already got pockets and everything. This is basically just a square up. It has absolutely no shape. It's wide for me at the hips, so I'm sure I've got space to play. I made the Allegro pants from Love Notions last year, and they fit me really well. So I'm gonna try and see if I can take the same approach of deconstructing this partially, putting pattern pieces on top and seeing how that goes. And I'll probably put a yoga type waistband on top of this, so it's just like a pull on, easy to wear capri length denim pant. And the blue is beautiful. I love the blue, and it's all like really soft and nice, you know. So that's the denims. Now I have a bunch of linens. It's really hard to find good linen. I mean, not hard, but it's expensive. You know, linen is not the cheapest fabric. And I still buy it, but if I see a thrifted item made out of linen, I'll snatch it up real quick. So I've got these that I've traveled with for years. And the first one here is a skirt. Now, this used to be attached to a bodice. I've already taken the buttons off for something else. If I can open it up. It's those gourd skirts, and it has buttons here on the center. Like that, it crosses over, and it had really nice metal buttons that I've used for I don't know what. But if you can see, I've cut it there where there was a tiny bodice. This must have been like a size 8 or something. I would never fit, you know, even if I was like 10 or something. So when I brought this from Bolivia, I got rid of that bodice and just brought the skirt. Now the skirt is those gourd type skirts with a lot of space. So it's got 4 pieces on the front and 3 at the back. And I can just start from the bottom up and find up to where my waist and hips is gonna fit to end up with a shorter skirt. And then the top bit there that doesn't fit me is fine, because this is really long. This was like a maxi linen dress, and it's super easy to fix, so easy. And it's just silly because all I have to do is try it on, pin it where the buttons are, find the place that's going to hit my waist, cut there, add a waistband, and add some buttons because I removed them, and I'm going to have a really nice linen skirt. So that should be easy. Okay, this is a linen like blouse or jacket. It's black, so it's hard to see. It's got a collar with a lapel and everything. It's really nice. It was always a size too big for me. I have already taken off the sleeves, and I have the side seams undone. Like I, you know, deconstructed everything. And I just plan to have this as like a little thing that you put on top that's got slits on the side. Keep it long. I'm just gonna like try and reshape it to my body. And what did I do with the sleeves? I never like let these linen sleeves go to waste. If you remember, a couple months ago, I made a sonata dress with exposed facings. I made a red one, and then I made one that was a top, like a hack, and I also used the black exposed facings. That's what those sleeves became, so they went to good use. So that's this black one, and it'll be like a little nice jacket sort of thing that I can put on top of my bodycon dresses, because I'm not confident to just wear them just like that, showcasing all the curves like that. I'd rather be a little bit covered up, you know. Okay, this is a brown linen tank top. It's very basic, you know. It's got bias binding on the armhole and the arm side. There's no dart anywhere on the side. It's just really, really boxy and really loose. Hot Cotton Woman by Mark Ware. 100% linen, made in the USA. Yeah, so I love this brown. I love that because it's been worn and washed. It's got a really nice color. It's just got no shaping. So I've taken off, you know, undone all the side seams. And what I plan to do with these types of makes, because I'm going to show you some that are sort of like this, that don't have the side seams sewn up. I plan to get some of my tank top patterns, wovens, get the pattern pieces, pin them at the shoulders to eliminate that seam, like you know, like if it was sewn, and I'm just gonna try and see if I can place them on here to get the dart placement right and everything. So I have a few alternatives of tops I've already made that already fit me, that I know the dart is all good. You know, I want to make these projects super relaxed and easy. So I'll be grabbing my tank top patterns and attempting that. When I do that, I'll show you, because you're probably thinking, what the heck is she talking about? But I want things that fit me nicely, you know? But the neckline, I put it on myself and that's fine. Shoulders are fine. So then I just have to like reshape the whole thing. Now, this is a firm favorite and it's a bundle up mess here, very wrinkled. And I have mentioned this before. The other day I made my Vivace Dolman top, my woven one, and the inner collar pieces were made out of pink linen. Well, that's where that sleeve came in handy. I still have the other sleeve attached. This is the one that's gonna match Sybil Illusion pencil skirt I made the other day out of Scuba that had navy and pink and all those colors. And it's just the most beautiful lightweight linen. It's just gorgeous. There's a brand here, I have no idea. Maybe some of you know that brand, I have no idea. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blouse, and I'm really excited to get that done. This purple linen top has a bunch of pin tucks and that type of collar there with some buttons. It's open all the way. Look at those pin tucks there. Everything is very crumpled, you know, it's been stored for years. It's got long sleeves, and one of these sleeves actually has a hole in it, and it's always had a hole. I bought it with the hole there. So, you know, pretty damaged. But I always know that the sleeves are gonna go, and I just need to think what I'm gonna do with this one. This one is actually my size. It fits me well as is. And it says here, Real Comfort by Chadwick's, size large. That's the brand that it says here. It's gorgeous. It's got a yoke at the back. So I'm just gonna have to see what I can do without those sleeves, reshape the arm side and that sort of thing. Before I continue showing you the other clothing, I have on my lap a package I received from the UK yesterday in the mail. So, you know, when you get stuff in the mail, you're all paranoid and you're like wiping them down and letting them rest outside for a few days, you know. Anyway, I won a prize on an Instagram sewing challenge that ran throughout the whole of 2019 called Sewing Patterns and Prints, where every month they would assign some type of pattern style that you could sew up, animal, metallic, stripes, whatever, stuff like that. And I participated several months, and I won one of the prize bundles early this year. And one of them was a £50 voucher from a UK company called First for Fabrics. I got in touch with the store owner, and because there was shipping involved over here and everything, I ended up choosing to spend slightly less than the £50 to make for the difference in shipping. And then the difference in shipping I was going to pay through PayPal. But Kaylee, the owner, in the end just texted me and said she was paying for it all, and that is so kind. I didn't mind paying the difference, you know, but she just sent it all to me, and I'm super happy with these fabrics because they're types that I've chosen that I know I won't find here. I have a really hard time finding cotton jerseys, cotton spandex of any types here. So I've got 3 here. Like, this is the first time I've received fabric from like an indie shop like this, and I haven't opened my fabrics, but I've seen, look, they've got them packaged in a Vogue pattern paper, like from Vogue. It says here Vogue 9190. I'll put a picture of this pattern here. I wish I actually had access to this pattern. Like the whole pattern was here, but obviously it's not. And it's really, really nice. There's like a little handwritten card here from Kaylee, and it's got like a little ribbon that says First for Fabrics. You know, so this is not sponsored. You know, it's not like the gifted fabric in exchange for. Actually, this is a prize that I won, and I have no obligation to share it here on the channel, but I want to because I'm super happy. And you know, if you're in the UK, check them out, First for Fabrics. Also check out Keely from Voice of a Creative and Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne, who have YouTube channels as well. Oh look, there's even matching thread. I wasn't expecting this. Wow. I'm gonna look to see what pattern this is and what pattern pieces are on this paper, because I might have gotten a pattern too. I don't know. And these are cotton jerseys, and the brand, I've got it here because I can't remember, Stuff of Denmark, Avalana jersey. So that's what this fabric is called, and it's extremely soft. And you know, the prints got me navy blue back with these tropical. It feels really nice. I mean, it just feels amazing. And look at this stretch. I would never find this quality here ever. Like I wouldn't find it. And I love these colors. Love it. So I got the same type of fabric in another colorway. Same type, just navy with other tones of blue leaves there. And this other one is different. Okay, this one is Stuff of Denmark, Avalana sweatshirt jersey, monotone raindrops. So I could make like a hoodie in this. Look, it's fleece backed. It's really, really nice. Love this. I totally forgotten that I found the sweatshirting. Well, this type of fabric I would not find here either. I can't like find nice sweatshirtings. So this is very nice. So that was my little fabric intermission I wanted to share. I just got this and I was really happy to receive, so I wanted to share that. I bought this blouse in the Bolivian market, maybe in 2015. I did end up wearing it a few times, but the condition of this blouse when I bought it was already like, you know, on its way out. But I appreciate the design. And I always thought, you know, I'm gonna wear it a little bit and then I'm gonna take it apart to clone it, because I've never seen a pattern like this. So it's got raglan sleeves and it's got little pleats on the center front. Dress band XL. So this one was large on me. And check out the awesome alteration I did back in Bolivia before I had a surgery again. I just sewed it and zigzagged it. So just took it in at the sides because it was large at the waist and hips. But I look at this on the inside and just love how it's constructed. It's got partial facings for this front bit and the back. And then the raglan sleeves are finished in a double layer. The inner layer has a shoulder dart and the outer layer has shoulder pleats, and it's like double. And yeah, I just really like this. And the fabric is disgusting at this point. It's horrible. I could not wear this out anymore. But I'm gonna take the time and take it all apart and just make sure I mark the pleats how it is and how they've like trued this neckline. And I'm gonna have a pattern that I can make and just replicate this because I really like it. I found in Bolivia a really wide like dress, really strange looking dress. That was a Calvin Klein dress made in ITY. I like the colors, but I didn't like the style. But I knew I had a lot of fabric there. And I actually deconstructed this sort of before coming here. So this is the front and it's super wide and it had these pleats and weird things there in the middle. Right under the bust that I didn't like. I'll try it. If I find the picture of myself, I'll put it here because I remember taking a picture like the before picture of this. But this is just perfect to make a laundry day tee dress. I've already got one and I wear it all the time. I have one with sleeves. I definitely have to do this sleeveless, but I've carried this fabric around from that dress I took apart for, you know, a long time ago. This one is like a strange looking satin, poly satin top. It's got these like large type sleeves here and I like the print and everything. I just really don't like this thing, this shearing here at the hips. It's like a separate pattern piece, has this thing. And over the years, I have bought things that are similar like this, and I always cut out that thing and hem it again. And it turns out boxy, like these are really boxy styles, but because the fabrics are really thin and drapey, I still wear them quite a lot. And so this is like a really easy fix I can do to this one. I found once like a tank top that was red, and on the front had this huge print that I was not a fan of. But I bought the tank top and I just cut out that front. I don't know what I've done with that, but I always kept the back. And this is like a sportswear brand called Icebreaker, New Zealand Merino. I mean, this is really good quality fabric here. And I just cut out, and I've had the back of this tank top for years, always with the plan of mixing a style woven front, knit back. And I have bought styles like this in the past, totally doable. And I've always kept this thing so that I can find a nice print to put in the front. I might as well do it and find a tank top that's gonna fit this shape. This is just a random thing that I just cut out from that tank top. So it should match some pattern that I might have, that I can cut a nice front out of and add the red to the back. And I think it's gonna be really cool. I had a dress I bought in New Zealand, and now I wore it a few years when I was like, I just turned 30 by the way. I was wearing shorter dresses, so I wore this dress a lot. If you live in New Zealand, I don't know if you recognize this brand, or I don't know where this brand comes from, but I bought it over there. It was a really nice dress. It was a very nice dress. It was expensive. It's got these like chains on the neckline, and it's made in like tiers of fabric. Like look, there's one tier, a second, like that. And this was a dress. So years ago, I already cut off the skirt and just left it as a top. So all I have to do is hem the lining inside because it's all raw. And once I hem it, I'm gonna have a really nice top. Sort of cropped, sort of boxy, but very one of a kind, and I really like it. And I've had this for years. I mean, why haven't I hemmed that thing? It's just ridiculous. Now the rest, they're all blouses that I've taken off sleeves. I have taken off the side seams, so they're all dangling. And my approach will be putting the pattern pieces on top sort of thing, while keeping the neckline and the shoulder seams sewn. So I have heaps of prints. This is like tiger, I don't know, zebra print with black and white, and this one has like a bit of faux leather there on the collar. I think that's really cool. This brand says Guess there, and it's a chiffon one also. Like everything's just dangling in there. I really like this one. It can make you a little bit dizzy. The fabric feels amazing. I mean, it must be some polyester, but it's super fresh and soft and silky feeling on the skin. I still have the side seams here sewn up, and the dart. I have to try this on and see whether that dart is correct for me. Otherwise, this side dart might need to be like reshaped and repositioned down. This one is made out of rayon, and it's gorgeous. It's like, you can't see the details, but it's got like this notched collar right there, and it's like a V with a partial placket, like a half placket. And look, I've already pinned out some darts on the arm side because this used to be like a boho style blouse, big, you know, and that's really not my style. So I've already taken the sleeves, and I'm gonna just do the darts on the arm side. When it's heavily printed like this, you can't see it, so I'm fine with that. If it was a solid and the darts were visible, I'm not too happy with arm side darts on solid. This one is a really nice crepe, and it's got a really nice V neckline there. It's got a yoke that's burritoed. It just really feels amazing when you touch this. You know, I've also taken the sleeves off, and I just, you know, these are gonna be so quick. Once I get my mind to it and sew them, I'm gonna have so many new tops. These two are the same, and they're exactly the same, just different fabrics. Vera Wang, Simply Vera by Vera Wang. The fabrics are really nice, and they have sort of half plackets here on the front too, with buttons and collar stand, and at the back they have like a tulip shape, like an overlap. They're very long. These are very long. They fit me like tunic length, and I think that is way too long for me. So I have plans to chop them off at mid-hip, and I've already, like the side seams are gone, you know, I've already done this, so why don't I just get on with it and make them, right? So I'm excited for these. Like my other UFOs that were made from actual fabric, I have chipped at them very fast. I am thinking it's gonna be sort of the same here. I just have to do it, and I'll be sharing that with you as soon as I get them done. I'll have another video for you tomorrow showing you some of the UFOs I have already made. I'm excited to share, so look out for that one. I hope you're well where you are, and I hope you're enjoying these extra videos. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel that is all about sewing. I'll see you soon. Bye.